Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets of the corporate world. And today it seems like someone's packing their bags and not in a good way. Get ready, because we're diving into Adaptimmune Therapeutics' latest report, and it's all about transitions both in leadership and perhaps in strategy. Adaptimmune Therapeutics has just filed a Form 8K, which is basically a way for companies to tell the public about big, important things happening that aren't necessarily on a regular schedule. Think of it as a sudden announcement that can shake things up. So what's on the agenda today? Well, it looks like the company is saying goodbye to a couple of key executives. This section here is the heart of the news today. It tells us about changes when it comes to the company's officers or directors, and in this case, it's all about departures. So first up, we have Gavin Wood, who is the Chief Financial Officer. His departure has been in the works for a while, originally planned for December, then moved to August, and now it's officially set to wrap up on September 9th this year. The reason cited is redundancy, which basically means his role is no longer needed in its current form. This is a significant move for the company, as the CFO is a pretty crucial role, handling all the money matters. When someone leaves, especially in a leadership role, we look at what they get as they go. For Mr. Wood, the company's policy means he'll be getting a severance package. This typically includes a few months of his salary, and in this case, it's 12 months of his base salary. And in this case, it's 12 months of his base salary. On top of that, he's eligible for a bonus, and it looks like this could be around $156,000 based on his eligibility. He'll also have his healthcare benefits covered for a year after he leaves, or get paid the value of those benefits. It's important to remember that all these payouts will have taxes taken out as is standard already. He'll also have his healthcare benefits covered for a year after he leaves, or get paid the value of those benefits. It's important to remember that all these payouts will have taxes taken out as is standard. Now let's talk about something that often interests investors and employees alike: stock options. Mr. Wood has these market value options, which are a form of company stock he can buy at a certain price. These options will actually keep vesting, meaning they keep becoming available to him right up until his final day, September 9th. After he leaves, he'll have a full year to decide whether to use those vested options. This is pretty common, giving departing employees a chance to benefit from their time at the company. But wait, there's more. It's not just the CFO who's heading out. John Lunger, the Chief Patient Supply Officer, is also leaving. His departure is effective August 31st, and like Mr. Wood, it's also due to redundancy. It's interesting that two key officers are leaving around the same time, both citing the same reason. This could suggest a broader restructuring or a change in direction for the company. For Mr. Lunger, his separation package also follows the company's executive severance policy. He'll receive 12 months of his base salary, which amounts to a notable $470. He'll get the value of 12 months of CLB healthcare coverage, which is about $20,000. These payments are set to be made in a lump sum shortly after his effective departure date, provided he doesn't change his mind. Similar to Mr. Wood, Mr. Lunger's stock options will continue to vest until his last day, August 31st, and he'll also have 12 months after that date to exercise any options that have vested. The report also lists the actual agreements as exhibits. So Exhibit 10.1 is the updated agreement for Gavin Wood detailing the final terms of his departure. And Exhibit 10.2 is the separation agreement for John Lunger, laying out the specifics of his exit. These documents are where the real legal nitty-gritty is, but the summary here gives us the main picture. Finally, the report is signed off by Margaret Henry, the corporate secretary, confirming that all these events have been officially documented and submitted. Now, looking at these events, especially two senior executives leaving due to stated redundancies at the same time, it really makes you wonder about the company's direction. Adaptimmune is in the biotech space, specifically focused on cancer immunotherapies, which is a highly competitive and research-intensive field. When you see key roles like CFO and Chief Patient Supply Officer become redundant, it could signal a significant shift. Maybe they are streamlining operations, cutting costs, or even pivoting their product pipeline or clinical trial strategy. The redundancy explanation is broad and can cover various scenarios, from a direct job elimination to a reorganization where responsibilities are shifted. The severance packages, while standard according to their policy, are still substantial, indicating the company is providing a decent cushion for these executives as they move on. The continuation and extension of stock option exercise periods are also a positive sign for those executives, showing the company values their past contributions. However, from an investor's perspective, this level of executive churn Particularly citing redundancy can be a red flag. It suggests internal changes rather than external opportunities for these executives. Investors typically want to see stability in leadership, especially in companies with long development cycles like biotech. Without more information, it's hard to say definitively if this is a sign of distress or a calculated move for greater efficiency. The market will likely be watching closely to see who steps into these roles and what strategic initiatives follow. This could be a preparation for a new phase of growth, or it could be a reaction to challenges. What's your take on these departures? Do you think it's a sign of a strong strategic move or a cause for concern? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful and want more insights into corporate filings, please hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more in-depth discussions and analysis. Thanks for tuning in to Corporate Decoder, and we'll catch you in the next one.